Hi, I'm Lisa from Lori's Country Cottage. Welcome to How Tuesday. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Grinch Who Stole Christmas Advent calendar. Join me in my sewing studio.
Here are the supplies you're going to need for your Grinch Advent calendar. Well, you'll need the panel and the free pattern, of course, and some batting so we can make our quilt sandwich, and a meter of fabric that you choose for your backing and binding and the inside of your pockets. You'll also want thread that matches that lime green color so that it doesn't show up on the calendar when you stitch it on, unless of course you want it to. You'll need some kind of turning tool. You can use your purple thing, or of course I like my stitchy sticks. All right, let's get going. The first thing you need to do is to cut your panel apart. So cut a 1/4 inch around that star border, and then it's time to move on to the next step. I took my panel to the store and I had it machine quilted on the machine. So if you bring it in, it's a really quick and fast process. I chose Christmas tree balls to put on my Advent calendar. And while we have it at the store and we're quilting it, you can go home and make your pockets. Here is my Advent calendar all quilted. I love how it looks. Here's a close-up of the Christmas balls. They're so much fun. And that's a lime green variegated thread. Now it's time to make the pockets. Follow the instructions. It tells you to cut a 1/4 inch from the dark top of the pockets. There's a reason for this, and I'll get to that in a bit. So here are the 4 strips of pockets with a 1/4 inch left on the top of the green at the top of the pockets. Now for the rest of the pockets, you're going to cut it out on the white line. This is larger than a 1/4 inch. And again, there's a reason for it. I'll get to that. Here are my pockets cut out, and you can see it's a 1/4 inch at the top, but wider all the way around. Now we need to line those pockets. So cut the strip according to the pattern and then cut out the lining for the pockets. All right, to create the pocket, we're going to want to place one of each piece right sides together. Lay the printed side up on your sewing machine and begin stitching on the bottom of the pocket. We're going to leave a hole to turn this right side out. Stitch with a 1/4 inch along the bottom, pivot at the corner, and stitch along the side. When you get to the top of the pocket, whether it's a 1/4 inch or not, stitch along that dark line at the top of the pocket. We don't want any of that lime green fabric showing at the top. Pivot and go down the side. When you get to the corner, pivot again and stitch it a 1/4 inch. Tie it off at the end, leaving a hole for turning. Here's the pocket, and here's the hole at the bottom. Now I'm going to show a quick video of how I turn pockets without clipping corners.
The next instructions are to clip your corners and turn, but I wanted to show you something different. I actually don't clip corners anymore. Here's what I do. I made sure to leave quite a large hole. And if you go inside, work your thumb all the way to the corner, then fold along that stitching line and fold along that stitching line and just pinch that. Now as I turn it, I'm going to push on that point with my finger and your corners come out really nice. So I left the hole big enough that I could do that on all 4 corners. So I've got my thumb right in there, fold on the stitching line, fold on the stitching line, pinch, and then push with this finger against my thumb to push that corner out. And then if you have a corner that doesn't go really nice, you can always take your stitchy sticks or your purple thing or whatever turning tool you like to use. A chopstick works good too. And again, turn, fold under, pinch, and poke it out. And then that last corner is just kind of hidden here. There we go. And now you can push the whole thing out. And those corners are pretty nice. I could take a tool in there, like my stitchy stick, the beveled one. Don't use the pointy one, and just give that one a little help. There we go. There's a little tip on turning corners.
Now it's time to press all the pockets. Try and get that bottom edge as nice as you can, and use your stitchy sticks to help point out any corners that aren't really nice. I gave it a really good steam, and then I used my quilter's clapper. Those pockets were nice and flat. Now it's time to attach the pockets. So match number 14 pocket with the number 14 on the advent calendar. Pin on the bottom. And then on each side, bring the side in 1/8 of an inch and pin. We want to create a small gap so that you have room to put something inside the pocket. Make sure you back stitch at the beginning and the end, stitch around your pockets. When your pockets are all on, it's time to add the binding. My binding is on, and it's time to hand stitch. You could choose to do the 2-color binding and machine stitch it on if you like. And don't forget to add a hanging sleeve if you'd like one. Here is the finished advent calendar. I love that star border. It just adds a little sparkle.
Thanks for joining me for How Tuesday. I hope you'll enjoy making an advent calendar for the little ones in your world. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below and ring the bell so you get notifications whenever we post new videos. Thanks for joining me today.